Holy literally, we are live. Welcome to the Chain Dogs podcast, where we talk about everything theme parks, amusement parks, and roller coasters from all around the world. Like we do this every week. So if you are listening to this on podcast form,
literally every week,
literally every week,
I can't say that word.
come and join us live at 8 p.m. every Wednesday on the YouTube channel, Chain Dogs Podcast YouTube channel. Brilliant.
Hello.
How are you all doing, everyone?
Great, warm,
Good, thank you.
sweaty,
Good.
and
It's
ready
warm.
to eat coasters.
There's a new thing on YouTube. It's weird,
What?
like weird bubble emote things.
Oh no!
What?
I'm not even on
Oh.
the YouTube.
In the chat. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's going
Where?
off.
Wait, what?
I want to
Right,
say,
opened it.
Everyone spam that bubble thing. YouTube might like it a little bit. Never
And
know.
this is why you tune in to
What?
the live, because you can
Yeah!
see all the weird bubble things, right?
don't say
I-
we never give you nothing.
And egg.
I literally
There's
can't
egg
see
already
them.
in the chat. Oh,
Egg.
What
it's
am I
just-
looking at? The thing that's
Yeah,
coming
what
out
am I
the
looking
heart.
at? I can't see anything.
Yeah, the heart.
Yeah, I can't see
and-
anything.
Yeah, the
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 heart.
heart
Yeah.
thing's been
Going
there
on.
for weeks. It gets in
Oh.
the bloody way.
It's only just come up for me.
I didn't know what happened.
Oh,
Did you press it?
yeah, that's
Mad
that's been-
emojis for ages. Oh Jesus!
What?
Right.
But everyone,
So I'm the one
guys,
that's
guys,
Anyway,
drop an egg, guys, drop an egg in the chat. Let
Drop
us
an
know.
egg.
Okay.
Egg.
Eggy, eggy, eggy.
So yeah,
Egg.
well done. First of all, want to just say a quick well done to Digital Dan, Marcus Thrill Riders, Sam Costello from Sam Costello, and what are you laughing at?
Sam Costello from Sam
Sam
Costello.
Costello. It is off YouTube, and also Tom shoots video. Well done.
What absolute
Yeah.
psychopaths.
They did
Yeah.
Hero all
They
day
are
for
heroes.
charity, for Mind Charity. They've raised nearly at £3,500 for
That's
it.
ridiculous.
And
So
I think they
good.
did 87 rides. I think it was 87 rides.
87 rides, yeah.
Oh my
That's what
God.
we did on
Stupid.
Hero.
They
in a
were
row,
Hero at
like,
Fingerland.
that is
They
mad.
wrote Hero 87 times.
Yeah, they closed.
Well,
They
you just
closed
said-
the ride for them. Like they closed the ride for them.
They've
at the
closed it
park.
all off.
Yeah, they closed it all off. So
Oh,
yeah,
Could
Hero
you
all
imagine the
day.
people that like went to ride Hero and were fucking
Who
livid?
goes
they
to
couldn't get
ride
on it?
Hero? Like,
There's some weird people out there. They get
No
there
one's
and
gone
go,
there.
"Who are these bunch of knobs riding? I want to go on Hero." Livid.
that is crazy. I don't think anyone's ever going to beat that.
I hope they.
Yeah.
I hope they had the hospital and
I
stuff.
hope no one tries to be.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
I was genuinely worried for him. Like
I
genuinely.
was.
Like, I
I
was
saw
talking to Marcus.
one-
I was like, "Are you sure this is like?" And
It-
I was like, "Yeah, no."
I saw one photo of Tom. I think it was like on 50 odd, and Tom looked like he was dying in the background.
Yeah.
Probably was inside
Yeah.
at least.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't close the rides. They just gave them their own train.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Ooh.
Nice.
Look
Their
at
own
them.
train. I mean, that might as
Yeah.
well be that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Well, yeah,
though.
they literally
Hats
could
off
go
to
around
them.
all day. So
literally.
And I
Wait,
thi-
so
I
did they literally not get off the train at all?
Literally.
I
Literally.
think
Literally
they were
didn't.
literally forced. I think they were-
Just to explain my intro is the
I
fact that
don't-
at the weekend we picked up that we say literally a lot, but I think everyone does. So I was just like,
yeah.
now I heard it, I can't unhear it.
yeah.
Don't you find that you always say literally
To be
when you're
com- I mean, to
talking?
be
You
completely
always
honest,
say
that's probably,
like.
that probably wasn't rocket
Yeah,
science,
like
right?
I've tried my hardest while being on YouTube not to say like when I'm in a
I can't
conversation.
not say like in.
Mate,
Yeah.
human
single sentence.
beings say literally.
Literally all the
every,
time.
once, once every few
prove
minutes.
the point. You just
We
prove
can
the
do this
point.
all night.
We
Yeah.
can.
We do.
Kinda.
It's
I'm
part of
gonna-
the
Don't say we
Western
don't
world.
give you
Just
top
embrace
content.
it.
My camera is slowly like going to the side. I'm sure it is.
Oh,
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 it's gonna go. Oh, there you go.
we'll see. if it
Don't
stays
touch
there.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just let it go, and just
Uh,
gradually over time, just go.
Just
and you'll
it's gonna
have
go.
to
shout
burn
really
like this.
loud, and it'd be very dramatic. It's like, ah!
Anyway,
I
yeah.
think
So
they were forced to get off the train occasionally.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they
I think
were.
They
They-
had to
they-
walk the station, didn't they, or something?
yeah,
Like-
just for like circulation, because like they're just like loud.
What?
Kira said, "Let's not kink shame people. They're allowed to like pain if they want to."
Very true. This is a kink shame free podcast. We don't do that. Well done,
Dinky
guys.
Vikings.
Yeah, Kinky Vikings. That's the one. That's the OG.
So there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, Sean's camera is the literal embodiment of here all day. Yep.
just over time.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So let's get into the news. So Ghost Train, we talked about it last year. Last year.
Well, we did.
it before.
You're right.
Probably actually did. That's
Probably.
right.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did talk
it
about
last
last
year.
year.
We talked about it last week, and James has gone and experienced it this
I
week.
have.
Was it? Yes. What was your thoughts?
Yes. Different.
Oh,
It's I've noticed at the entrance they have got a board out saying this is a story-led experience. This is not what you are wanting to do. Don't you? So they are trying to push it as not a ride. There were a few bits. I know it's been closed from yesterday up until I think Saturday, where they're making a few changes to it already. But yeah, story-wise, a lot more coherent than Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Because, I mean, the entire story of that ride was fracking is bad. Basically, the story.
You're not wrong.
that's so true. I actually genuinely forgot about that. Like,
It was such a big topic at the time, weren't it?
it really was,
yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghost Train, it's different. I enjoyed it, but it's not like it wasn't scary. There wasn't really any kind of big jump scares. And in terms of the bits that they have themed up, look quite cool. It's just they need to add a lot more theming because like the middle section did feel very, where a few dead spots. And I think they have toned down the movement of the actual ride system itself as well.
That's interesting.
Like the last bit.
Yeah, which
Really?
I think comes from the fact of them removing VR. Because when they had the VR, it was very much borderline whether they needed lap bars or not. And I think with the fact that you don't have VR and can now very easily stand up, they had to tone it down to not require lap bars.
Yeah, because that would ruin it if you had to just put lap
Yeah.
bars down. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. I
Probably
see that.
as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, it'll be
But
interesting
there
to
is
see.
there is still some movement in the train, though.
Yeah. There's still movement, just
Right. Okay.
not as much as what me and Luke had when we broke down
Yeah, we experienced it.
without wearing the headset.
Yeah, it was really weird because they played the sequence in the headset and the headset just like blue screened, and we were just like, "What the hell's going on?" And then we were sat there in the dark, and then they came and was like, "Remove your headsets," and they started going into character and stuff. And then when they reset the ride, it fucking moved so much. Like we were shocked. They said, "Just keep your headsets off. You might as well." And we were just like, "Okay." So it started going, and we were like, "Oh, right, that's it." And then it did the final sequence, what it does in VR, where it goes down, and it was ridiculous how much it moved. I was really taken back how much it moved. So yeah, the fact that they've toned that down makes sense to me, because it was a bit fucking hold on a little bit, wasn't it, James, when it were doing it? Yeah, it was bad.
But yeah, definite improvements needed. But I'm not sure this like 4 or 5 days where it's closed is enough for what they need to do, because I feel like they need to do a lot of theming work, not necessarily story work,
Right.
which they won't be able to do in 4 days. I
So-
think the 4 days is just removing some dead spots from the story.
Right. So would you queue up to do it again next time you're there? Or would you?
Yes, to see what
Yeah.
they've changed.
Right. Okay.
It does feel a bit like Black Mirror, where it's a kind of
Oh,
done
God.
type ride. No, just in terms of you do it once and then you don't have to really do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
So yeah, it's different. I can't see how long it'll last, honestly. I know that I can see why they're making it last, because they spent a shit ton on that ride system.
Yeah.
And they don't want to lose 16 million of investment.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to me because, like, from the limited amount of people I've heard talk about it, like some people are saying like the story element of it is really enjoyable now, and then I've heard
The story's a lot more cohesive.
Well, I've heard the complete opposite from some other people, saying that there's no semblance of a story anymore.
Oh,
Like, which it is interesting and confusing because it's like, what are they doing to the thing from day to day? For it to involve a really cohesive story one day and then nothing the next day.
I wonder if it's just due to the ops and the different the way they're portraying the story, the way they're acting it out and stuff. Like, because if you don't go into it full on, it doesn't come across half the time. You might miss some. You might miss some. This is the thing. Not marketing it as a ride, I think, is a brilliant idea, and I reckon it opens up more avenues they can go down. If the story's not working, you can always change a story if the building's there for the for the theme, for the setting.
The issue is there's a couple bits where it's kind of set in stone.
Ah, okay.
If you ever did Darren Brown, you would know the first pre-show room.
Yeah.
There is still a pre-show there.
Ah, okay.
Which is set in stone unless they want to
Mm.
refilm a bunch of stuff.
Right. with you.
Cool. So, McCall didn't know who Cloggy is, but
What?
you've been educated now.
What's wrong with you, Kyle?
Did you not know? Seriously?
No.
Have
I
you,
forgot-
have you
forgot the name.
ever watched the Most Haunted episode from Blackpool
Really
Plains Beach?
Nah, he hasn't. Oh, you know then.
If you haven't, mate, you need to go and watch it. Like, just get yourself a few beers and just watch that.
It's good.
laugh.
It's good. It's a good episode. If you like it, just go spend the night inside the ghost
They
train.
just walk around like loads of areas as well, like in the dark.
Derek
and
Cora gets
behind-
possessed.
Yeah, that's not the
Mary loves
Dick.
Dick.
Yeah,
Mary loves Dick.
Mary loves Dick.
Oh.
Mary loves Dick.
Yeah. Sam, I do have that download festival ready glow. Yeah.
Right, Brad.
Let's see. Claire said, I love spooks, I love theatre, I love immersion. I did not love Ghost Train.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oof.
The
That's
shade.
a blow to the chest, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
just
it was enjoyable, but
yeah. It just seems like a thought version of a dungeons. Like they want a dungeons, but they don't want a traditional dungeon.
An actual
They want a
dungeons.
thought version of it, which is a little bit cooler, a little bit edgier.
Yeah.
So it's the way I see it. But I'm looking forward to eventually doing it. But that is enough about Ghost Train. Let's get on to Mind Blower.
Oh.
So basically, can I just introduce this? Because I saw this news on Sunday that it was testing, and I was like, "Wow, they've done that fast."
That was quick.
Now we know why it was so quick.
I don't think that
Because
fucking-
7-year-olds did it.
I don't think the welding even set before they just sent a train round. They just fucking let it go.
So I'll
Basically, they just did all the work like this. Built it all.
So I'll get some pictures up. But yeah, so RMC I got announced that RMC were going in to do this.
Fucking hell.
But it's
Can't believe we're having this conversation. It's so sad that they've let this happen.
it's just mental.
Yeah.
Just looking at these pictures, right? So
Do you know what? Do you know what the craziest thing is? It's not
Yeah.
even as if like they've meant to do it one way and just like made a mistake and fucked it up. They have fucked it up, but like you know what I mean. It's like the way that they've retracked this and connected to the 208 rails to the already wood stack rails there. It looks like that's how they wanted it to look. Like there are other apart from this photo, there are other photos that show it is literally just that like there's a massive gap between Mind Blower's original track and the 208 rails from RMC. There's massive gaps in between them, and bridging that gap is a single steel plate. So when the
you can see that.
there you go.
It's fine
So
to me.
so inevitably when trains go over it, it's just
I'm
gonna
not seeing that picture.
dent the plates in the gap. which is what
It's-
has already happened.
It's already happened.
It's
So if we
weird
just go
because
to
there's
this,
two lots of gaps. Like there's a massive
Yeah.
gap under
Yeah,
the
there's-
track, and if you look further up, just by that little cross, there's like a little thin bit of metal just kind of overlapping the two bits of track.
Question:
Yeah, just sort of right there.
clearance. The track's higher than what it was, so is clearance not a problem with this ride now?
I mean, let's be honest with ourselves, probably.
Right, because
Like,
even Baldur's retrack had clearance issues because we saw a couple of people hit their hands on the beams. So that is ridiculously high off the track. Yeah, I don't know. That's a fucking accident waiting to happen. That is
Apparently, their maintenance team are patching it up today. Chris
patching it.
tried to go ride it, but it's been down all day.
apparently,
patching it
it
up.
closed
I
early
would.
yesterday.
I'm saying it right now. Like I don't trust them. I would not be riding this thing.
I'm not
After we-
fucking getting back on that shit.
After we
Until-
saw the state of the track before this, we actually shared all them photos of it. Just like it just looked awful, and now
In a
this,
state.
it's just what are they doing?
Like,
don't know.
if anyone's seen,
Mind
if
the gap.
anyone's seen, if
Yeah.
anyone's seen like if anyone's seen the few videos that have been floating around like the past few days of trains actually going over these transitions, these transitions in track, like you can literally see the train like shift upwards,
Yeah.
shift, left or right onto like in between track segments. You can see it jolt in between the gaps. It's actually disgusting.
I just
It's
don't understand,
hilarious,
like,
but
who
it's
looked
disgusting.
at that and was like, "That's a good job, well done, guys, well done,
Send it.
team. We've done brilliant."
Oh yeah,
there."
this is. I
Crack
think
on.
this is it. This video here. Wait.
Let's see.
Is it,
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one. So if you look over to the start, you can see it's slightly slow motion. You can see him like jolting.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
goodness! Wow,
Whoop.
it's a fucking double up.
Yeah,
I just-
not
I
great.
just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like,
looks
How have
like,
they fucked up that bad?
I don't know. It looks like something I'd build in Planet Coaster and try and match the wood up to the track, and you don't quite get it right.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
like surely
uh,
they've ridden this themselves after they've done the work.
Don't be
and gone,
daft. They've not ridden that. They've done that and then gone to freaking Dunkin'
Fucked off.
Donuts or something.
Yeah,
and
they,
fucked
no,
off.
they've seen,
gone to
they've
Tim
done it.
Hortons.
Gone. Oh shit!
Yeet.
Let's get out of
Bye-bye.
here before they
So I
realise.
need to be out of Orlando this time on a Friday.
They just ran
Because
away
I just-
screaming.
It
Are
just makes no
RMC
sense, does
becoming the
it?
Tazica of US?
Fucking hell! Tazico of Bolton.
You just wouldn't imagine that RMC
Mate.
would do that.
No,
You know
it
what I
feels
mean?
like it's a
their
subcontractor.
quality.
It must be a subcontractor of RMC. Can't be
Must be.
RMC themselves. That's not their construction quality.
No, it's not. 100%.
Well, see, the
yeah.
thing is,
Oh,
I
you're
have
gonna
to
tell me it is.
imagine that. Well, obviously, RMC designed and fabricated the track. They may have not done the actual construction themselves. That might have been.
Mm,
I'm going to say it
Evidently.
probably was
an
Fun Spots-
oversight. Yeah.
Fun Spots maintenance team or whoever. I don't know who it was. But the thing is, RMC have to have signed off on that to say it's
Yeah.
okay. Say it's okay to run, and it's
Right.
been installed in the way that they usually will have intended a 208 retracking to be installed. Because it's not the first time that RMC have produced 208 retracking for a wooden coaster.
Mm.
They did it for I can never remember which one it is at Silverwood. Either Timber Terror or Tremors at Silverwood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that has had that has had all the results that both the park and RMC wanted for the improvement of that coaster. So for them to have this shit show of a job be done on Mindblower, and for them to actually, co-sign it, sign off on it, say it's okay to run, that's what's blowing my mind.
Mm.
The fact that RMC will have likely looked at that and said, yes, it's okay to run this.
Do
You
you
can
think?
only assume it was a case of Fun Spot being like, okay, we're getting to the main summer season now. We can't afford to
Rush
have
in
our
to
main
get it open,
attraction down. So they've been like quick, but like you say, Mikhail, like if RMC have signed up on that, then it just makes them look shitty. Like RMC are quality coasters.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
they even do that? Because
Wait,
it's going to
point
get obvious backlash because it's already started.
Mm.
You'd imagine
It's
RMC
like-
don't want that to their name.
Just built Iron Gwazi as well. Like,
It's like they're putting the name to it, and it's like, you know, a company like they're looked up to, you know, they're a high standard. That's
Yeah.
what people look up to RMC as. Same as B&M. Like B&M would
Mm.
do something like put their name to something
Oh,
like that.
I mean, like, you have to. Every manufacturer has its flaws. Like,
Oh
yeah,
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 of course
sure.
they do.
but like, there are enough people. Like, RMC makes world-class ride experiences.
Mm.
Like, there are a ton of people who have a problem with their trains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's a ton of structural issues that their coasters have had. That structural issues that Steel Vengeance has had. Structural issues that Twisted Timbers has had.
Lightning Rod.
Lightning Rod, although that was
But the thing is,
that was a
with-
lot of things. Their Raptor track coasters have been plagued with issues.
But with RMC, right? They are like where Intamin were, you know, a few years ago, where they're pushing the boundaries. You can't really push the boundaries of where coasters can go unless you're willing for things to go wrong. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Of
you've got
course,
to take
of
risks.
course not.
I think, but as long as
But
there's a
I feel
difference
like
between there's a difference between like pushing the boundaries and being like, okay, it's gone down, we've got to do a little retrack work because we didn't realize there's going to be that much stress on this portion of the track.
Yeah, for
That, but then there's like a bodge job. That's
Yeah, no. That's
yeah.
what I was gonna say. So like you have to look at RMC as a company in terms of their you know, procedures and practices throughout all the services that they offer, and say they're not perfect like some people seem to think they are, because they like you said, that there's trying to innovate and continuously trying to improve on things over time, making the mistakes that are going to be made when you try to push yourselves out of your comfort zone, professionally speaking.
Yeah.
And then there's a botch job, there's phoning it in, there's like that. RMC exists somewhere in the middle of on that spectrum in my mind, because there are a lot of things where it's that have happened to RMC coasters throughout its, albeit comparatively speaking, short history, that it's kind of like you would have thought you would have foreseen that in the design phase or you know, the fabrication phase, but I wouldn't, like, at the same time, I would not expect something like this from a company that has established so much dominance within the space of like 15 years.
Absolutely.
I just hope they're not like spreading themselves too thin, you know, trying to expand too quickly, because they have like the growth of that company is like insane when you think about it. And you know, trying to get subcontractors, probably bringing new subcontractors in all the time, and then you get it wrong with this, or like you say,
they can't be everywhere, right?
No, they can't. It's impossible. So, but that's that. Let's go on to another broken coaster.
Very perplexing.
King Dakar.
Rest in peace.
Oh God, this one hurts me.
Yeah. Literally, you're the first person I thought of when I saw this. I was like,
oh shit, I didn't even think.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's mad, because as soon as I saw El Toro testing, I was like, yes. And then I was like,
how about the timing? How about the timing of that?
God.
Yeah, man. I hope they get fixed.
Yeah, King Dakar's apparently
For
the
people who
launch.
don't
What
know.
I read, I only read this the other day, so that things might have been changed. More people might know more about it, but apparently the cable snapped on the hydraulic launch and had a rollback and damaged a brake fin.
Yeah.
This is
that's
my
what
understanding of it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So
That's what I heard. But then after that, I heard that there's already a crane on site, and they have been, to what I can remember El Toro Ryan saying, cycling the brake fins.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So I guess that's not to say that there's definitely no damage on the brake fins. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But they could be assessing any damage that's been done, or like what position they are in at the moment. But yeah, at the very least, the launch cable's been snapped. And
Shit.
Yeah.
but they're also like they're on site assessing it and dealing with it right now. It's not like it's been left there for the
Right.
time being.
The fact that
Well-
they're apparently already there is good.
Yeah.
Or someone's
Yeah, exactly.
already there looking at it.
Exactly. I've got about 5 weeks, just under 5 weeks until I'm there. So
Let's go. Get them brake fins
Yeah.
fixed. Get that
I
cable
was gonna
on.
say,
Let's
let's
go.
just hope that it was.
Sean is
minimal
testing
damage.
the ride.
but also, if it's out of, I was thinking this the other day, and I was like, I'd probably like people will probably disagree with me, but I'd rather get on. If I had to choose out of one, it would be El Toro to open.
Oh, you choose El Toro all day.
Yeah, that is like
all
I
day.
want to experience Kingdom Come. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like if it was out of the two, like El Toro is the one I want to get on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You got a Hershey Park as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get Storm Runner anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's them type of strata coasters though. It's kind of like even when it's not a strata coaster, it's like you do it, you've done one.
Yeah,
I know.
fair.
It's, I know. I know it's
Fair.
totally different because it's a lot higher.
No, I know.
So,
I know
no,
what you mean.
Andrew. Fingers crossed
Yeah.
they can get it all sorted and not in a mind blower kind of way.
Yeah, hopefully. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we can
I like
do it.
that.
Need to take bets on if it's going to open or not.
Oh, we
Uh,
should. Oh yeah,
Uh,
let's do that. Let's do an episode of doing that.
On
What you
that,
actually
what are
do,
you?
right?
What are you like? Which coaster or which park are you most excited to go and
Fury.
try
mate.
out?
Fury. Like,
Is it Fury for you?
yeah, it's Fury. Like, it's always going to be Fury. Like, it's just up there
Man,
for
the
me, man.
ride just looks so good.
The thing is, I can't really like. I'm looking forward to. I can't even say I'm looking forward to like one specific thing for a coaster. It's more like I'm looking forward to this park. Like, I'm looking forward to Williamsburg for a park day. We're doing two parks. It looks like an
Yeah.
amazing park, and there's some there's some great coasters there. But there's other coasters I'm looking forward to way over above anything that's at
Yeah,
Williamsburg.
you've got
Can't
so
wait.
much going on in one trip. It's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
hard to pick something. You know, there's so much that you're doing.
But
Like
Can't-
so much cool
wait,
shit.
can't wait for you to say Two Tatas is way better than Pantheon.
no, well, mate, it's there. I already know it's going to be better.
Yeah.
Like it's mad, but yeah, no. With Bush, that one looks like my kind of park. I know when I see one in my kind of park, it's just looked really nicely themed, chilled atmosphere, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to that one the most as a park. But then there's obviously everything else. Like Dollywood is like a massive bucket list for me. Like I can't wait. So yeah, it's going to be
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to guesstimate what day you're gonna be at Carowinds at. Yeah, you're looking at like either 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. close. So Fury night rides probably
Yeah.
be in there for you.
I can't, yeah, exactly. Definitely get night rides. Something's killed Emma.
Something's killed Emma off. Yeah, what's going on?
What is going on?
What's
I
happened?
want to know.
I could hear this
Come on, Emma.
noise. I could hear a noise. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is it? And I'm like looking around. I turn around and my cat's in the corner humping a pillow.
Actually, humping it.
Humping it like a dog
What?
would.
Oh,
I
so-
just turned around, like looked at her, and she just kind of stopped and
Oh,
was
God.
like,
what?
"Stop!"
Do you
I
mind?
know it's hot over there, but I didn't know the cat was on heat as well.
Yeah.
Lord.
Um,
Sorry, that was so funny.
Yeah, the story was good. Yeah.
yeah. So, anyway, next up we have Beyond the Cloud. This is the Mac Coaster 200 odd foot. In where is it?
Fuck.
Where is it?
It's
Somewhere
somewhere
in
in China.
That's always the answer.
China.
No, China. It
Wait,
is
okay,
at,
so I'm-
Suzu Amusement Land Forest World.
yeah,
Forest
so my
World.
friend
What a name.
my friend Sloan has fucking this is the type of person Sloan is. So he's He was at Hollywood Nights,
Mm.
and then immediately flew over to South Korea
What the
to ride T Express.
Oh,
Wow.
so good.
That like the other Intamin prefab that barely anyone has ridden, but everyone
I mean,
seems
it's not top of the holiday destination with
overhyped.
South Korea. Let's be honest.
to. But yeah, like, and then that trip apparently included him going over to China, and I think he's currently in China now. But he went to what's the name of the park again? I've even forgotten. Suzu
Forest Land.
Amusement.
Suzu
Amusement-
Amusement Land Forest.
I
World.
did not.
Amusement Forest
I did
Land.
not. I did not
Um,
realize how insane this coaster looks. Like,
Mate, we've
it
talked
looks
about this
mental.
before. It
We've
fucking
lit-
gifts.
we have, yeah, but
fucking moves me.
not like I haven't
Give
seen
it
it like
legs.
this with people on. I'm sure I haven't.
It's
we
fast as fuck.
we've only saw testing.
We only saw 10.
Zoom.
Mate. It fucking moves.
Jesus
The
Christ!
speed over
speed
the
is-
top of that is
It
ridiculous.
looks. This roll.
Yeah.
That is
That
like-
roll looks belligerent.
Look at the speed it hits over that. Oh my!
We don't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
all
yeah.
on top hats in China.
Like if we're looking at if we're looking at these kinds of speed for Exodus, like
Oh,
if you
yeah.
imagine.
we
I know
won't
it's
get
gonna be
these kind of.
different. We won't
No,
get
I
these
thought
kinds
don't
of
let you have any
No.
fun. Let's be honest.
You
Come
won't.
on.
But just I don't know, like
also-
I don't know,
Exodus
you know.
layout is way too short to have that speed because it'll be over in about.
No,
10
I
seconds.
think for Exodus, we're gonna
This
get-
layout's pretty damn short.
Yeah, I'm
well.
think with
It's
Exodus we're gonna end up getting a Zarja style break. You know, where it just runs out. You know, you
Breaker.
Yeah.
smash it.
I was not prepared
Bar
for the
just
break.
punches you in the gut.
Lord.
But every time it just looks so good. Like
Well, that top hat is around 200-ish feet or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Exodus is going to be 236. Like, depending on the height discrepancies on the elements and stuff, like it could fly through those elements. Obviously, that's a lift hill as opposed to this
Yeah.
having a launch, but
It's
launch.
not
Yeah.
going to have.
I don't know.
Speed quite going over the top hat.
No, it won't. But
Yeah.
we're gonna
Coming
get
up
we're
with
gonna
lift
get a good. That is that. Well, we all I think we're all in agreement. It's gonna have the best first drop in the country. After that, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
oh,
it's
without question,
like
without
it's gonna
question.
be insane, and I think that's gonna pick
That
up speed unless they trim the hell out of it. But I don't
Yeah.
tend to
Don't
see.
do
Max
The
it
only
Matthews.
trim I can. the
That
only
drop
trim I
that
can
drop in the back row
see-
is going to be a biblical experience.
Yeah, the only thing I
sure.
can see them trimming is where it supposedly hits the splashdown. That's the only place
Yeah.
on that ride where there's a flat
Yeah.
piece of track. That's it. There's no
Mm.
other flat piece of track.
It's not.
It's just fucking. That's it, Bert. And then it does the outward bank into the. It's Exodus is great, but that's got me hyped for the Max at Epic Universe though. Like,
Oh,
they-
yeah. Yeah, I
like-
didn't even think about that.
Like it's just Mac at the moment are just what's in the water at Europa? Like what is going on in them studios, man? Like
They've been
they
slowly
are,
taking over.
They
They're
are
pushing it,
they-
man.
I think they're pushing it because Intamin are making them push it.
That's what I mean. They're
Yeah.
They're coming for Intamin.
Yeah,
And then
Coaster
they-
Wars. Coaster Wars.
I think we're getting to a point where we are going to see another Coaster Wars soon. I like,
Yes.
people could argue it's already happened.
It's gonna. I
Well,
think it's gonna be
games
what
begin!
I think it's gonna be what I said a few years ago. It's gonna be a manufacturer wars as
Yeah.
opposed to coasters
actual
at parks.
coasters.
'Cause
Yeah,
It was parks trying to one up each other with with the
Yeah.
tallest and fastest, etc., etc.
Being
Yeah,
able
I
to-
think-
manufacturers try to outdo each other.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think the
elements and stuff.
manufacturers are going at each other and seeing who can make just the most creative, just impactful experience within 100 to 250-ish feet, I'd say.
But
Yeah.
you think
Right,
about
right.
it though as well. Like in terms of, I do agree with that. It will be a manufacturer wars. But also, you're seeing more and more of these smaller parks get these massive coasters.
yeah,
Yeah.
Plopsaland. I know Park Asterix is in a small park, but it like to build like two Tatis means that they see the value in still kind of making a new coaster. They kind of
Yeah.
build it and they will come. Like
Yeah.
that has came back to to a lot of these parks where
Yeah.
before they were just focusing on
100%.
families. You
I
know,
wonder if they're like off the back of the success of Ride to Happiness, where Mac have kind of sat there and gone, "Holy shit!" Like, you know, a lot of people have it up there with one of the best coasters in the world, and like you say, it's at this tiny kids park. You know, they've seen the success of that. I mean, because I was shocked by Ride to Happiness. I was like, that launch and just the intensity of the ride. I was like, this is a Mac. So I wonder if they've sat there after that and they've gone, right, let's fucking go. Come on.
Well, yeah. And the fact that no one seemed to complain about how much Ride to Happiness spins, like in the first year, they kept the dampeners of the on the spinning trains off just to see how people would receive them, and everyone loved it. No one had any complaints, so they've just left them off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mark will have taken that into account massively as well in terms of what people want from them in terms of the intensity of their ride experiences. Another thing I'll just mention as well, like if we're talking about the competitiveness between manufacturers and how nuanced that can be. Sloan did mention about Beyond the Cloud, just how rattly the Mark trains get, and he went into, anyone who doesn't follow Sloan, ATL Sloan on Twitter, he talked a little bit about just like how the rattliness of at least this Mark train can come down to the like just the seat connector setup on the train.
Yeah.
It's like a Y frame, like it's one single connector, and then like it splits onto for each
and then you've got the
seat.
back plate on the back of the train as well, which moves a lot.
Yeah,
Came off
so
Helix
like,
when we were actually
and I mean, I'm not someone who is very receptive of rattles on coasters, honestly. But you know, like people have said this. I've seen people say the same about Icon, about Helix, about Copperhead Strike, about Mark coasters in general.
I have had the rattly ride on Icon for sure.
The more
Every ride's a
conventional
rattly ride on
Mark
Icon.
train. Yeah, so there you go. Now, like the comparison between those trains and, you know, Intamin's multi-launch trains, they have like they attach to, like, the seats attached to the floor of the train differently. It's not one single connector. It's the seats welded in a different way. But you know, it's interesting because I've heard other people talk about how Intamin trains can get rattly over time. As well.
They can. Yeah, they can. Yeah, absolutely, they can. I
just thought it was. Yeah. Just like he says, shock loads you see, be it from the train chassis, wheels, track supports, etc., being amplified through the wishbone arrangement on Mark trains. Like, do what your close neighbors already know, as do everyone else, and have a more rigid seat design as it pertains to how it connects to the train chassis.
Mikhail, can you say Mac for me again, please?
Mark.
The way you say Mark is incredible. Do it again.
It's the German.
It's how the Germans say it.
It's actually how it's pronounced.
Mark.
Yeah, but also
McDonald.
on this is my pet peeve for ages. Everyone used to go aerodynamics. I'm like, you're only saying aerodynamics because Americans go aerodynamics, and I'm like, no, it's arrow. Like,
arrow, mate.
It's arrow.
Can we not shit on the way Mikhail said
Wait,
that? Because I'm really enjoying it.
No, wait, hold on a second. People over here have been trying to say the word arrow
as an
arrow.
Arrow mint.
I get it.
99p.
I get it if you pronounce it if it's a different language, but the fact that people go aerodynamic.
What the
vloggers were doing it forever, and I was going, "Why are you saying aero?"
Mikhail, you've learned a lot today, mate.
Today I learned.
You learned.
Say it one more time before we move on, please.
Mark.
Thank you.
Mark.
Okay.
Emma's new ringtone.
It's like that Dexter's laboratory meme where he's saying omelette du fromage.
That's a proper throwback right there. Cat her necklet. Let's go.
Right. Okay.
Gecko Gamer said aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics. Aerodynamics.
Aero bars. Get them aero bars
Aerodynamics is
out.
hilarious.
Oh.
Can you
So-
voice record that clip and send it me, please, Mikhail?
I'll get right on
I'm
that
gonna
for
have to
you.
get the spray bottle.
Bring out the
Gemma's-
baseball bat.
Gemma's
bonk-
got a thing
bonk
for
the dog.
Germans.
Bonk the dog.
Do you think she's gonna do it on Google Translate later? Like, Mark.
Slowing it down. Say it slower.
It's just on loop. Just on loop over and over again.
Right,
I'm
I'm getting
already
hot.
doing that.
Pack it in. It's warm in here. Come on.
I'll bet it is.
So
Is the cat going at it as well now?
Yeah, the cat. You'll just see the cat just shimmy across the screen, just humping the pillow.
Be after the mic.
All right.
And this is
All
why
right.
you have to watch the show. Podcast listeners, this is why you have to watch the show.
So Yarmouth. Do we want to talk?
Anyway.
Talk about Yarmouth.
That's
Yeah,
got
we
pretty
can do
big
some
story
fine
there,
minutes.
hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, Emma. You can take this away.
Okay, so weekend before last, myself and Sean and Joe, as some of the others, went to Great Yarmouth for the weekend on a cred hunt. We did, well, on the way down there, because it's about a 5-year journey, we did, some of us did Wicksteed Park, Billing Aquadrome, Gulliver's Milton Keynes. Then we drove to Yarmouth, did Pleasurewood Hills, Joyland, Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, a spited cred at a Shitty Fun Park, and a Petix Animal Park. There was a lot going on in 4
That was
days.
a lot of parks.
So the people that got all the creds got like 21 creds that weekend. It was a good weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I did.
I
all-
got
I
16.
I got all the. I already had all of them in Yarmouth except the family, whatever it was called, that spinny coaster thing. What's it
Family
called now?
Star.
Family
Fabry
Star.
Spinner, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Fabry Spinner.
With the weird art. On the
Yeah, I had like
trays.
really weird art. on it.
Did you?
It's like
find-
they spray painted like
I'll find a photo.
pictures of
'cause
families
it's so
on the back
funny.
of the cars.
That was closed
there
when
was
I
a-
went. I
Was
family
spited-
scuba
spited by
diving?
that. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
spited
family
by that.
family swimming with
It
like
was so
goggles on
fucking
and
weird.
stuff.
We were like, who chose
Fucking-
that? Like,
That is
some
madness.
guy's like, right, I want you to spray paint some stuff on the back of the cars.
Let's-
We'll go
let's go.
families.
Shut up!
Brilliant.
Bloody motorbikes going past all the
What
time.
the fuck is that?
It's a
I thought
race
you were
track.
showing-
It's just. It's moved.
I looked away right
still-
when that started. I thought you were showing a video.
It's still actually at download. It's still at
Joe's just pointed
download.
out. Joe's just pointed out as well that is the weekend that Joe overtook Sean's cred count. Just so we can let everyone know.
Oh.
Whoa, there we go.
Holy
He's not
I'm not
salty
happy.
about
You
it.
know?
He's not salty
No,
about it
bad-
at all.
The reaction there.
At
no,
all.
it's not. Not
Wait,
He's
wait, wait,
very
what are you-
salty
what are you
that
guys-
somebody else took over his cred count the other week, but he doesn't care about creds, does Sean? He doesn't
Ooh.
care.
I don't care. You're so
He doesn't care.
you're so competitive. I don't.
Look
care.
how much he doesn't care. He don't care.
I mean, I'm you know, my coaster. I can't even get out of this. I don't get out of it. I've got a lot of quality coasters. You've just got wacky worms and big
Mate,
apples.
I got my. I got my.
Nah, but
Florida
you don't
Vicky.
care at all. You don't care at all, do you? No.
He doesn't care.
Definitely not.
He's told us, he was like, I'm not playing cred counting anymore, guys. I'm not getting involved. He cares.
He flipped
'Cause I was
the
sick
game
of
board.
every-
He flipped the
I'm
Monopoly
sick.
board and said, "Fuck this game. I don't even want to play anymore."
I did because they're
You're
just
not
like
past Great Yarmouth.
I
you're not
haven't got the
20 grand.
time. I haven't got the
He
time
hasn't got
to
the
run
time.
I haven't.
So he's
Game
definitely
shit,
not going to
game
announce the
shit.
fact that he's going to overtake
game,
everyone
mate.
in America because he doesn't
Don't even want to play
care.
anymore.
No, I'm going to
Shit
rub
game.
it. Yeah.
Do it.
I'm going
I
to.
want, we're gonna call it Sean's cred like takeover. The episode is just gonna be you listing.
But let it be
your-
known,
I
because you
can't
don't
wait
care,
until I overtake you.
because you don't care, when you overtake me, then I'm going to creep back up and I'm going to overtake you again, but it's fine because you don't care.
You aren't going to overtake me. You're not going to
Don't
overtake me again.
play
After when I get to
stupid games with me, Sean.
when I get to 300, you won't overtake.
I,
me.
I want the
It's
chat
fine.
and the comments to be like,
Drama
who's gonna
alert.
win by the end of the year? This time next year, right? June next year. Who's gonna have the most?
How many
cred?
more-
I
how
will
ma-
quite happily
How
put a bet on
many-
this
Wait,
time
so
next year.
Joe's on 232. What are you on, Sean?
I'm on
230, 231.
229, I think.
Oh,
Wow.
right. Okay.
229.
Wow.
And then there's about
Wow.
there's about 82 we can get in America. So we're not going to get all of them, but yeah, that's gonna.
Emma, what's yours?
I got my 250th cred in Great Yarmouth on
Oh,
a
you did?
stunning wacky worm.
You
It was
did. I
beautiful.
saw that. Yeah.
Not gonna
Uh,
lie, the best wacky worm I've ever heard in my life.
So how many more are there in
was
the
it-
UK?
was it made by
you
Muck?
can get?
In the UK, I still need at least like
Fucking hell,
40.
Mikhail.
40.
He's
So you
like,
can
"Didn't
get
hear it."
40.
Don't forget, there's so many
No.
European parks that you have been to over me. So when I just toddle along and do these
Yeah,
European
but I'm
parks,
not
Too
gonna.
late
I'm
for
not gonna.
European
I'm not
parks.
gonna go back to them European parks. I'm gonna go to
No,
the
but I'll go
European park.
and they'll toddle up slowly.
Fucking hell, Luke, I want that funny.
I'm going to more European parks.
Yeah, of course you are, but it's fine because you
The
don't
whole
care.
conversation is just
You don't even
just
count
funny.
creds.
Anyway, what I wanted to do was. Oh, what's coming up now? Oh, there, it's come up. Wait a sec. 1 sec.
It's got all flustered because Joe's overtook him.
It's kicking off.
What's the?
What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ.
That's an AI
Should have
version of
given us a
Sideshow
warning
Sideshow
before you
Bob from
fucked
Simpsons. That's an AI human version of it.
That needed a
Someone
trigger
types that
warning.
in.
It was so.
Have you got the
bizarre.
other ones of like the families?
No, I didn't. I'm really gutted I didn't get them.
I think
Great
I
Yarmouth,
mentioned it
everyone.
in our vlog, the vlog that's
Home
now
of the
yeah.
bootleg.
But
It's actually Harry
when
Styles.
our Pleasure Beach vlog comes out, I do make a point of noting all the cars in the vlog.
But I thought this photo when it actually is, you could actually like you could draw what's going on underneath their shoulders.
Oh my god!
He's sick
so
of it.
good.
He's sick of her shit. He's only doing it to keep her
Oh, I
happy.
need
Talk
it.
about his face.
yeah. But yeah, so there we go.
I need a Photoshop of what's going on underneath that photo.
Can we play a
Yeah.
game? Basically,
Yeah.
on Chain Dog's Twitter, can you just put that photo up, and then the
Yeah.
competition is everybody's got to draw it, and then next week
best
we'll post
one.
them. Can we do it?
We'll post the best one.
Yeah,
We'll do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
1,000.
Make sure you do it.
That has to happen.
Yeah. So obviously, pleasure. We
Oh
talked
my
about it a
God.
little bit last week, but
Yeah.
we got on roller coaster, which is like their scenic railway on
Yeah.
board Brakesman. I'd done it when I was like about 13, 14. And then these guys did it, and I forgot how good it was. And I was just
Yeah.
really that everyone else like loved it because it was so fun, so
That
much.
thing's wild on the back. I did a back
Yeah,
row,
it
and it was nuts.
I
Considering
forgot.
you've got the world's most pointless lap bar, it's
Yeah.
it's
Fuck all, does
brilliant.
it? It does nothing.
It's like less of a lap bar than a wacky worm. It's
Yeah,
essentially a thin pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
It is weird, but like
Literally.
that airtime
Literally.
off the back row, that airtime off the first hill is ridiculous. Like, it's-
Lola
I-
shit a brick. She sat.
It
on the
was
back
so
with me, and
unexpected.
she-
You just stand up.
Yeah,
You literally just
yeah.
stand up. Like you just whoop. Like you just go, and it's just it's one of them. And then what follows after as well, after the turnaround, you get a lot of speed on them turnarounds, and then you hit pretty steep drops for what it is. You know, for the
Yeah.
time that it was
Mm.
made. And
He's great. What is it
It's
like?
great
90 years old.
it's
Yeah, it's
so. Good.
98 years old
love
now.
the station. I love the station and all the lights that they've got.
I love
and
the
stuff like that.
trains. They're so
They've
retro.
proper
They're just-
kept it. Yeah, they've proper kept it old school and like vintage looking. The way they've done it, it just looks mint. I love
Yeah.
that ride. I do love it.
And
Get on it.
also-
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh my god, do you have the clip of Vic in the funhouse?
I can find it. Yeah, I could
So
find
they
it.
have like an old school funhouse with like cakewalk and like moving floors, but it is violent. Like health and safety would never. Like how that thing's still open, I do not know. We were all like pretty chilled, but like Vic just could not control herself on some of these things in this funhouse, and we just got the world's funniest video of her trying to walk around. It was
Wow.
so good. Like Pleasure Beach in general really surprised me. There's a lot of quality rides there, like
Yeah.
old rides as well. That like the Ghost Train was really good. Like I was
I
really
like the
surprised by
ghost
that.
train.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
saw
that
the
was really
clip
good.
of Vic on the ghost train. She gets terrified by the siren.
It was and also Pendulum, which is that
Yeah.
what is it like it's Sam Perla Frizz? Is it literally the exact same one for that's just gone to Black Gang Chine? But this, so we did that 2 days earlier, and then we went and did this one. But this one, they run it to its full. cycle.
Mm.
And oh my god,
I was
like,
shocked.
it's so forceful.
I've done the
there,
smaller
yeah.
versions of those. Like the Gulliver's
Yeah.
Parks have all got the smaller version, like, you know, it's straight over the top. And I enjoyed them. And I was expecting this to be exactly the same. But the force that you get
Yeah.
on like this small pendulum ride is incredible. Like we went on it twice, didn't we? We didn't even get off.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. We had such a laugh with all of us on it. It was so good. And the hang time at the top was stupid. It was.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good ride.
I've got the next clip.
Oh, finance clip. Let's go. Let's
Sorry,
see
Vic.
this.
So Scare Track, trademarked Scare Track.
Oh my god! Wow.
But to
That
be
looked
fair,
painful.
they were like the most violent. And what do you even call them? Like, it's a cakewalk. Is that a cakewalk?
No, the cakewalk goes up and
Cakewalk
down.
go up and down, doesn't it? What's that? What do you call that?
I don't know. It just moves, isn't it? I don't know.
Just
I-
kidding, bro.
Just shifts,
Just
isn't it?
moves, innit?
Shit just moves. Conveyor belt.
honest
Yeah.
to God, when I say we
Oscillating
laughed,
travelator.
it was
It's what you don't see at Manchester Airport when your bags go through.
She literally did that though all the way around. She just
Yeah,
couldn't
it was
walk.
the funniest thing.
She looks like she's forgotten how to walk, like genuinely. How do I do this?
It was fantastic. honest to
Oh,
God. I
Kira, is
nearly
this a clip
weed.
from the Madhouse or just?
No,
3
that's
a.m.
people walking out the
opening
bar at
weekend?
Manchester Airport.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it is.
I need to stop
Honest to
saying
God, I
literally.
was
Fuck's
stood
sake.
there with Alicia watching, and Alicia literally turned round and folded in half, and she was like, "You need to get Vic off this funhouse because I'm gonna wet my pants." Like,
It was the
funniest
funniest
thing.
thing. And then we all just stood on that massive one at the end until
I couldn't
the
stand on
staff
it.
member just told us you've got to move on. You've been here for like 20 minutes. Just go. please."
Just go inside.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Like for an
yeah.
old school to have something like that that's still open. It was all it was missing was a slide, cred.
Yeah, it slide. There's some empty bits in there. It needed a slide. It needed one of them tunnel things, whatever they're called. them
Trommel-y
spinning.
barrel things.
Trommel.
It reminded
yeah.
me of, I don't know whether anybody actually back in the day when Southport Pleasureland used to be like an established like amusement park.
yeah.
They had an old school like funhouse, and it was all
Mm.
similar things that were like in there. That's
Yeah.
what it reminded me of.
Mm. Yeah, it's good. And also, Pleasurewood Hills, like that kind of surpassed my expectation as well.
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
That
Nice.
drop tower. Can we talk about that
Yeah.
drop tower?
Oh,
Because that is the
yeah.
stupidest thing. And it's a Fabry drop tower. It's like a traveling version, but they've obviously got it there. And
Right.
I don't like drop towers, but I got
Mm.
off and went straight back on again.
It's
Oh,
the best.
nice.
It's now
Incredible.
Apocalypse in here. Like it's definitely
It's-
my favorite.
By
Tower.
far the best. I have
Mm.
never known a drop tower to drop at such speed in my
Yeah,
life.
it's
Nice.
insane.
What, it pushes you down, does it?
Yeah,
it
Like
pushes you down.
detonator.
It
Nice.
was
Yeah.
ridiculous to a point where everybody that got off was just like,
It's
"What
so
the fuck
insane.
was that?"
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. The Schwarzkopf's pretty decent as well, for like considering it's all maintained in house. Like I was expecting the absolute worst from it.
I'm
And
glad
it's
it got on
actually
it because it had had some downtime recently, hadn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was
Um,
really good. Boomerang was horrible, horrendous. It's Boomerang.
oh, do you know what? It was like childhood memories for me. So, for those that didn't
Yeah.
know, that Wipeout used to be at American Adventure as the missile back in the day, and I've got like on-ride lap of me on that as a kid. I used to lap it, like it used to be my favorite ride, and then I got on it the other day, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And special shout out to Trim Break the Ride. as well.
Oh my god, that was horrendous.
Marble
What?
Madness. the
Marble
Wild Mouse.
Madness. You know, you've probably seen it. The Marble Madness. You know, the one that they've made the trains look like minions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's there. I didn't even
Mm.
know it was at that park. I remember seeing the trains,
Oh my
um,
days.
but it was
You got
yeah.
photo
it
you
was-
can pull up. Like,
what?
have you got a photo of that you can pull up? Or shall I have a look?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wow.
try and have a look. But
It
yeah,
was
it's just
honest to
it's literally
God.
just it's a classic like Wild Mouse ride.
Right.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
It was stupid.
Oh,
I've never
Jesus.
known trim brakes
Have you
like
s-
it in my life.
It was just
Oh.
over trimmed to hell. I know them rides are anyway, but this was just insane.
Well, I was imagining like Rattlesnake at Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's got hard brakes, but
That's
a
this
cool
was
train.
something
Yeah,
else.
it's cool.
We got that train, didn't we, Sean? We were like,
Yeah, we got that one.
That's a
I'm
cool
just watching
train.
a video of of it. No.
But it just
It's
you'll go down a dip, you'll come up, and it'll just like it will come to a complete stop. It won't.
Oh,
It'll like,
just
boom,
before it was about to go down a drop, it just has a sudden break.
all the way through.
faces.
Like Sean was sat behind me and Finley, and all I could hear was him going, "What is the point?"
It was offensive. It really was. It was. There's no need for it.
There must be a
And
reason for it. I don't. Let us know if you know in the
But-
comments. Let us know.
one insane thing about this park is that they use a lot of Coaster Lube, and they have it
They
all
do.
lined up in bottles
Yeah.
all along the station platform, just like the Coaster Lube, just all there. And I'm like,
It was an excessive amount, wasn't
it was insane. I mean, they probably do use quite a lot, but why have it on the station platform just there in
It
bottles?
was on offer on
That-
Aldi in the
that
middle aisle.
That just kind of reminds me of when I was in Cardiff walking past uni student accommodation,
What, they
and
had
in
Coaster
the
Lube?
windows,
Coaster Lube.
all
And
of
just seeing
the,
just beer
all of the
bottles.
alcohol bottles.
Oh, yeah.
lined
Yeah.
up.
Windows.
Staple.
That is a staple.
Or like Monster
Food and
cans all lined up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pyramid monster cans
Lube.
in the window. It's
CX.
like,
All
why?
of
Yeah,
the
or
alcohol
lube,
Monster
or
cans.
lube as
Cheap.
well, you know.
Or lube, yeah.
Special mention to Express. What a ride.
Express. Yeah.
Oh, we had the best time on that coaster. Is it a Tivoli coaster? It was stupid. It was vibrating. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah. I reckon it should
it
be
was
an
incredible.
upcharge.
The clearance on that ride is stupid.
Yeah.
How Matt still had hands at the end of it, I'll never know.
I just googled Express and like there's a restaurant that just sells all things eggs in America. There you go.
But if you do want to see how our day at Pleasurewood Hills went, little pitch, there is a vlog on Top Fuel Tourist YouTube channel.
Hey, there it is. Unsubscribe.
Cheeky
Check it
plug.
out. Cheeky plug.
And
Be really
it's not just the floor like usual. It's actually pretty good. This one is.
It's because I filmed
Wow.
it.
But there we go.
Sorry.
Special mention to Claude the Seal as well. Thank you.
Claude, oh my god, yes! Oh my god, the Sea Lion show. That was one of my favourite things all weekend. It's so good.
We literally spent the whole evening doing impressions of sea lions. Just sat there like, it was
and
so
you
good.
but it's the arena they've made it looks brand new, doesn't it? Like I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
is
was a
brand new.
lovely
It must
like
be.
place.
It looks like they're like really well cared for, because that's what I always worry about with things like that. But like, yeah, it was so good, really
Mate,
good.
Claude was having the best time. You could tell by his
Yeah.
face.
I'll tell you what, you've got to hand it to Pleasurewood Hills because their train designs are sick.
Yeah, they've done, yeah, they've done
They're
it.
fucking like that Egg Express one is.
They've been. I wanted to get a picture of Emma in front of it, but there's just no way on the platform to actually get the egg in it. Just to put on chain dogs. But it was
There's lots of egg puns and egg chanting on
Love
our
it.
POV. We
Egg,
just spent the
egg,
whole
egg,
thing
egg.
chanting egg.
Is it
was
out?
great.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
You should know that already, Luke. You terrible friend.
Yeah.
I've not
Definitely
been
got
on
notifications
YouTube.
on.
Yeah, okay, that
Um,
old chestnut.
I've not been on YouTube.
If you
I
say
swear.
so.
Okay, so we are done with news and trip report. Q&A. No one's going to give us a question now, are they?
Send
Right.
us your questions.
Send us
right
your
now.
questions.
Get them questions. I'll run a
Um,
banner so it looks
and-
official.
Aim it at specific people
Yeah.
or a group question.
Yeah.
We should have done this
Yeah.
ahead of time.
I
If
think
you
there
do
was
agree-
some on Twitter. Did people? Well, I know on my
I was gonna
tweet,
yeah, I was just
people
gonna see if
posted.
anyone actually asked the
Yeah.
questions.
A
'Cause
couple
I
of
just
people
didn't cover
replied
the
on my
Plopsaland
tweet
news.
when I retweeted. the
Oh
post.
yes, Plopsaland news. The whole the water park. They
Oh
have
shit! Yeah.
even stricter dress code requirements now.
What?
Which
I
is
don't know anything about
basic-
this.
Yeah,
Monkey smugglers
what?
only.
Basically, if you wear swim trunks, or swim shorts, they are not allowed below the knee. You
Or
are
above the knee.
allowed. No, above the knee's fine. Oh no, swim shorts above the
not.
knee is not okay as well.
It says above
So
the knee not allowed, below the knee
You're
not allowed.
allowed
So essentially saying
bikini,
you've gotta
swimming
wear
costumes,
Speedos.
swim briefs, or close-fitting swim trunks.
Oh my god! I'd pay good
So
money to see
basically, you
chain
have-
dogs wearing speedos.
Yeah, budgie speedos, basically.
What you
You're
included?
not allowed swim shorts above the knee,
I'll
below
wear
the knee,
speedos.
outerwear, swim thong, rolled up jeans, jean short, underwear, underwear under swimwear. Or
How would they know?
wetsuit.
What the fuck?
Basically, it comes from the whole they're really strict about hygiene in Europe, and basically they're stopping it so people go into like walk around with swim shorts all day and then go into a swimming
Right.
pool.
Ah,
Yeah,
I see
okay.
what you
And
mean.
like with their underwear still on, that potentially has skid marks and all
But
that.
surely
Oh,
wearing
right, okay.
speedos is like a bollock risk, is it not? Like you know,
It's
Yeah, I don't
it's
want
more
that.
They're
the, it's
risky
more the
pants.
fact that you would change into them. Is
Yeah, but you
kind
could
of
just
where
wear
they're
them
coming
all.
from.
You could wear, yeah, but you could wear them around all
Yeah.
day, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
they could
Yeah.
have your speedos on underneath.
But
your
yeah,
clothes, wouldn't
basically, yeah, you had to wear budgie smugglers or a bikini.
they?
Boss must be a
Boss must
purr.
be
Yeah,
Ah, sums
100%.
it up.
Yeah.
Apparently, it is very standard in Belgium. Most other pools and water parks already have this rule in place.
Yeah, to be fair, when I've been on
Alright.
holidays in
So-
Europe, people do tend to be a fan of a speedo. I'll not lie. Like
Mm,
maybe it's just
Yeah.
a thing, but
I
just
think-
a note
so,
to those.
yeah. Anyway, that's just really weird. So first question. First question is: do you believe being free press events clouds your or this judgment, i.e., Black Mirror, Gangster Granny, Ghost Train, and other press nights? First of all, Gangster Granny didn't have a press day.
No,
a
it was
press
an
night.
opening day.
It's literally an opening day. This,
yeah,
this
I
was
was
a thing that I heard a lot of people say, because when Gangster Granny opened, it got a good reviews from most vloggers, and everyone was going, "Well, yeah, you got a press day." It's like it didn't have a
No,
it
it was
literally
just
didn't
fun.
have one. It was just
I
like,
do have. I was thinking about this, right, and I was
Yeah.
thinking about like press days in general, and I have like mixed thoughts on it because I've been lucky enough to have been invited to a few, and I think the problem is, and the problem that other people have, like non-content creators have a problem with, is that of course on a media day the attraction is going to be run at its best, whether that be a scare
Yeah.
event or a coaster
Yeah.
or a water ride or whatever.
100%.
So I have found where I struggle is that, for example, last year's Journey to Hell, I went and I loved it. And so I told the truth in my vlog and said, I loved it. It was incredible. You should go and try it. For then friends to come to me and say, okay, I've watched your vlog. I have bought a ticket for Journey to Hell off the back of your review, to then go and say it was diabolical. And I've been like, I've then felt bad because I'm like, shit, these people have parted with their money for something I've said, but I've only told the truth. And this is where I don't agree with. Of course, it's going to be run to its full potential on a media day. They want good press, but a park should strive to maintain that level
Yep.
because
yeah,
it's not fair. And that's where I struggle with media days sometimes.
Yeah,
I had the same experience. I ended up not uploading my Journey to Hell vlog from a couple of years ago because I did it. They let us film in the maze and stuff, and then I really enjoyed it. And then I think I didn't edit it straight away, so I left like a good few days, and then people had gone. I knew, and explained why what they had experienced, and it was like completely different to like what I had done. And I was like, well, I'm just not going to upload the vlog now.
Yeah,
but
that's
most
where
of the
I
ti-
struggle.
Yeah, most of the time you haven't got that option because if you edit it the next day, like you don't know if it's the event's going to change. But that's the thing. Like it's like when we did Black Mirror, I'll stand by my review. Like what I experienced at Black Mirror on that opening day, where it was minimal people in there, it was really cool. Like the tech worked, and everything. Your faces like come on all the screens. There was just technology in it I hadn't seen before, and the maze worked really well, like the glass smashing and stuff. And it surpassed all my expectations, but I had no expectations going into it. So by the time other people had gone into it, they'd seen vlogs, they'd seen people going, actually, it's pretty good. They go in and going, oh, it's going to be pretty good, and then get let down by it. So it's
The
that's
problem
the thing.
is you
Yeah.
can only tell the truth of
Yeah,
what
like-
you see.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's why I said parks should strive to maintain a certain level with attractions
Mm.
because it makes us look like we're just blowing smoke up their arse sometimes.
Yeah, but not at the same time though. Like if you went to the event after the media, like, and you had a great time, you had a great experience, that doesn't mean that someone
Yeah.
else is necessarily going to enjoy what you like.
Yeah.
But what you're doing is providing content for people to see what's available to attend. So
Mhm.
there's an event on, you're filming it, you're getting the word out there, then other
Mhm.
people can make their own mind up, you know. And sometimes them media event things, I look at them and go, if that's the media event, then I'm probably
Yeah.
not going to bother, you know. Or if that's the media
yeah.
event, I really want to see what it's like in person.
But also, what I was going to say is as well is like I'll never slate something because I just don't think there's any need to slate.
No.
It's not that bad. It's not that bloody serious. Like I see some people
Yeah.
who like just go to town on something and say it's the worst thing ever, and it's like maybe that's the way they feel. But I just never feel like that much. Even away from rides that have let me down, where I haven't gone to a press day. Like I look at it and I go, that's just not for me. And I mean, it's called the shit sandwich. It's how you review something, isn't it? You go,
Yeah.
like this was awful. This needs to be fixed. If they do this, that'll be good. And then something else good. I don't see the relevance of like being like being like a theatre or like foodie reviewer and just being like completely trashing something like work like loads of people have done. It's just not who I am. Like people are free to do that if they want to do it, but I just don't see the value.
And like you say, just because you didn't enjoy it doesn't mean that somebody else will or won't. You know,
that's it.
It's personal taste at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think so. But
yeah, it is. But I think it's more giving people the opportunity just to cover an event. Like when we did the Gangster Granny opening, like we saw numbers get drawn into the YouTube channel, and it was really good. And then we've not really been to any press events, but we've been to events like, you know, Attraction Source, you know, Your Experience Guide, and just if you think about it, you're covering something that's happening at a park, and if you're there, you're there. If you're not there, you're not there. You can't cover it. So to be given the opportunity to do that, I think helps content creators create the content. Now, if they want to shit all over the experience they've had, then feel free. It's your channel. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
But if you want to be realistic and think about all the different aspects of why it was shit, you know, like, you know, the park have reasons for things. I mean, we had Andy Highgate on here, and he explained so much from a park point of view and for an operations point of view that some of the stuff he said, I didn't even take into consideration with half of the stuff that happens at a park, not just at Blackpool, but just in a general broader scope. Yeah. And I feel like covering these events, the problem is that everyone does it. Every country does it. Disney does it. You know, you have Disney vloggers that do it. You have like Six Flags vloggers that do it. You have everyone all over the world does it. And just because you're not there for the event doesn't mean you can't enjoy the experience because someone said it's shit. If you go to it, like try it, give it a go.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's this. I'm not going to lie and say there's not people who will do. I don't know for sure. There's not people I think will lie just to get more press events.
Yep.
But like, it's not going to be. It's not beyond the reason. It's going to happen. Like some people are going to do it. Like I'm sure there's loads of Universal. And I'm sure if you're on the Universal and Disney list, are you going to piss off Universal and Disney?
No.
Nope.
Or you're going to enjoy the free ride? Like I'm sure people do that. Or they might say things in a nicer way. You know, it's going to happen. Of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is. But I think the more realistic vlogs are the ones where they say, like you said, shit sandwich, but you explain why you didn't enjoy it and what they could do to do better, what was good about the event.
Explain what the ride experience is. You don't have to be like, you don't have to fully put your opinion into everything.
No, your
just try and explain what the ride is. But anyway, that is one thing.
I'll put a bunch of the questions in our
chat. Nice. Right. Let's go.
Otherwise, I was never going to keep track of them all.
You put them in the private chat, right?
Yeah, there they are.
So, who's everyone's favourite mascot?
The Wallaby from the Wallaby Park. I enjoy the strong jawline of the Wallaby mascot.
The better now.
Jawline.
They looked weird as fuck before.
That was from Claire, by the way.
I think Pluto.
My favourite mascot will always be Patch from Alton Towers. He's a legend.
Patch is cool. I do like Patch. Yeah. These two
I am a big fan of Bradley Beaver as well.
Yeah.
I enjoy Bradley Beaver.
Gemma said, Sean, how salty are you that Chris will
Let's not.
I'm not, but I knew Chris was gonna.
I don't care.
Me. He was gonna pass me. My beef was with Emma. I just wanted to beat Emma. That's all I want to beat.
It's on 14th of June next year.
Whatever.
Who will win?
Yeah.
Mate.
Mate, Chris is on like 292 or something like that. So
He's
he
wrapped
can-
him up, ready and poised in America, so he can shove it in
I would
your
love
face.
to. I would love
Mate,
to
he's
get
been
to
going. He's
400.
been going on coast trips way longer than me. So it's
Yeah,
allowed.
I would love to get to. I would love to get to 400 before any of you guys get to 300.
Yeah, I'm
Do it,
way
please.
off. I'm a way
Ready to
off.
big
that.
song and dance.
I just
Can't
like
get
to
that.
get to 100.
Emma, stop pretending you don't care.
I
You
don't.
do
I
care.
don't care.
Oh, I do care. The
Emma's-
only reason
Em-
I
Em-
care
have
is
have
because
you realised?
care.
I've realised what Emma
I've been
does.
in
Is
good
she
rides.
she projects her fury on everyone else. She projects on me. She's like, look how annoyed he is. I'm like,
Well, the problem is, Sean, that you bite. So I'm going to keep doing it, mate.
So do
I have
you.
a great time.
You
I have a
bite
great
as well.
time. Yeah, but I am so. I bite,
bite as
and I
well.
mind you.
You
I
both
mind you
bite
because
each other's
it's
dicks.
funny.
Kyle,
We're
get a
literally
net. We've got
bad
some
as-
bites, mate.
bad as-
Like,
each
I'm
other.
always going to bring it up and make it worse purely because it's A, funny, and B, secretly.
You guys are going to need
love
a
it.
bigger
You're
boat
projecting.
soon. Like,
You're
there's too many
projecting.
catches
You're
going on. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
to answer the mascot question, the Phantasialand dragons.
Oh no, they're
Yeah,
That's where
they
it's
weird.
I've
Like,
actually
You
thought
never
of
see
one.
them around the park. There's one that has a meet and greet area.
I
Now.
can say I've
I
seen
saw
people
them when I
post photos, but I haven't actually seen them in person.
I like
saw
Pluto
one.
at Disney.
I love them.
made me
Great.
feel uneasy.
Okay, if you could,
I've
Chris,
got one. I've got. Wait,
Chris-
wait.
wait, I'm
wait,
just
wait,
going
wait.
down the line.
Whoa!
Can we get? If you got a personal one?
No, I've got. I'm answering the
Mascot.
question of favorite mascot.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not all of us have answered it yet, Sean.
Not all of us have answered
got-
yet.
You just got to throw it in
I'm
straight
gonna-
away. We've got to keep it going, man. McCall's got to be off in like 20
I'm
minutes.
gonna go with the one of the robots from Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. It's hilarious. It's got a screen for a face basically, and it comes along on roller skates while you're eating,
what?
and just gets you to start joining in like singing songs and stuff.
Oh,
And it's got
man.
like a 90s,
Oh.
50s like beat writer's voice and shit,
Oh,
like telling like
no way.
corny
That's so
fucking
cool.
jokes and shit. Dude, it's
That sounds
hilarious.
so weird.
I've got to
That's
check that
so
out.
funny.
I didn't get to do.
It's
I didn't get
so
to do.
funny.
I didn't get to do that one. I went.
I've wanted to go to Toothsomes for so long, and I finally got to go last year. Oh, it was.
I don't even
it's
know what that
so
is.
good.
It's at Universal. It's on City.
It's on
that's
City
why.
Walk.
Universal.
Yeah.
That's why.
So Chris has asked if you could. Remember, guys, we've got to be quick with these.
All
answers.
right.
I've
If
got
you
an
could
answer.
ride
Yeah.
one defunct coast in the world, what would it be to all of you?
Ultimate. Because I've
Julian
Volcano
Dragons.
the Blast.
never got to do it.
Julian Dragons or Dragons
Or
Challenge.
Julian Dragons, actually.
Yeah, Julian Dragons.
Julian Dragons was good.
Mine is
What-
Volcano the Blast. That thing looks.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good shout.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. Is that? That's a
That
good
is
one. I
a
didn't think of that.
good shout. Holy shit.
Mine would either be, because I can't decide between the two, Eagle's Fortress or Big Bad Wolf.
Oh,
At
Ooh.
Marshall's Williamsburg.
oh, Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
That is a shout.
I
Yeah.
can't decide between the two. And having ridden the Bat at King's Island a couple of weekends ago,
Yeah.
not the actual.
like I fully see not
not
the actual
bat.
Bat. Not the
You did
actual
ride
bat.
with the bat though.
That was a different ride.
That was a
What did you
different
say?
day.
I don't know.
A
what,
coaster-
I don't know what mine
A
would be.
coaster called the Bat. I've seen how good arrow suspended coasters can be.
Yeah,
So, and both Eagles Fortress and Big Bad Wolf look.
I'd say
Insane.
maybe Batman. I'd probably say Batman the Ride. Not Batman.
I-
What the fuck, Batman? the Ride?
There's like
Why did I say that?
50 of them.
They're
I
still there.
said-
You can go ride them.
You can go around the whole Sean.
I've been on Thorpe's version,
What?
so it's fine.
I-
No, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I was gonna say Dueling Dragons, or
Yeah.
what you said was Ultimate as well, because even though
Oh.
Ultimate
You never
isn't
did it?
great, I didn't ever do it, and it's got one that's gonna.
I'm-
It's just it really upsets me.
It's on
I'm
my
gonna-
UK top 10. I
I'm
love
gonna say
Ultimate.
I'm gonna say another one. Thunder Looper. I didn't do Thunder Looper. I would
No,
love to
that
have
looks
just
sick.
got Towers cred. That looks so much good. So much good. So much fun.
Mikhail
James, what's
said you die.
yours?
Mikhail,
I already
breathe.
said.
Thriller.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
the Schwarzkopf loopers that used to be on the German circuit.
oh,
Thriller. The German fun
oh,
circuit. Thriller.
shit! Right.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what
I
you
would have
mean.
loved to have. I would have loved to have gotten on.
Ah,
Yeah, Thriller is the one with the janky ass fucking loops on it. I would have loved to have gotten on that.
nice, nice. Right.
Okay.
Next.
So next
up.
question is: if
Let's
you, I'm not reading these through. This is dangerous. Let me just. Oh,
If you're ever going to ride with a bat, what coaster would you choose?
Don't know, I've already done it.
Who has the best?
So
push?
Alicia asked if you could forget one ride experience
Foliage.
again for the first time. No, an experience at a game for the first time. Which would it be?
Oh,
Fly.
Fly.
Just
Mine would be
have
Fly
that
as well.
have that experience of walking.
Yeah,
through
honestly,
the ball
yeah.
the first
I
time
think it'll
again.
have to be Fly.
Like it's just.
I think it'd have to be Fly.
It was just so good. Like I'd say,
It's
Fly at night. Like Fly at night. If
Oh,
I
God,
could
yeah,
experience
Fly
that. Fly at night.
Front
at
row.
Front row.
in the front row.
yeah, I've
Man,
got.
I
It's
have-
between
yeah.
that
Like,
and Velocicoaster for me. But yeah,
I could have
would-
nearly cried on that. Like it was so
Yeah.
good. No.
I think it'll either have to be Fly or Lightning Rod for me.
Okay.
But like
The old line.
2019 Lightning Rod.
Oh, the lightning rod where it was turned up to 11.
shaky,
Yes.
shaky, shaky, shaky
Yes.
supports lightning rod. That one.
Was the question like coaster for the first time or experience on a coaster?
Just experience. Like coaster
Okay.
experience. Yeah.
What experience?
Actually, taking the
that I would
asterisk
like
out,
to do
not
again
Lightning Rod. Yeah.
is riding the big one in Storm Dennis on opening weekend.
I was
the
gonna say
the
the
year of
big-
COVID. Was it the year of COVID? But that was
It was.
equal
It was
parts
before.
terrifying and fantastic.
Yeah.
It was,
It was
yeah, it was
very
so it'd be
windy.
2019, it'd be just before COVID. Riding that coaster in gale force winds to be sat in the seat and then saying, "We'll send you, but don't put your hands up," so all the
Who's
enthusiasts automatically go like this.
I had the Fly Dispatch tune in my head and I couldn't get it out.
I just heard
going,
humming.
Going like
Go
up the lift hill, like from left to right with the
Yeah.
fucking wind. Like it
Yeah.
was slow, but it was like an epic.
That was running-
wind.
That was
Yeah.
running one train, wasn't it? That day.
Yeah, one
and
train
it-
like every 15 minutes.
and the fucking wind alarm was going off like every 20 minutes.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I
you
remember
sat
that.
in the station for about 15 minutes
Yeah.
while they just gauged the wind and they were
Yeah.
like, right, you can go, but don't put your hands up. So everybody obviously put their hands up.
Yeah, of course.
When we came back
Right.
into the station, like the guy was like, we told you not to put your hands up. I was like, I've still got them. It's fine.
So
That was like an experience that sticks in my head.
has everyone gone? Has everyone gone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you prefer front or back row? Just depends what coaster it is.
Depends on the ride.
Depends entirely on the ride.
Yeah.
Depends
Yeah.
entirely on the ride.
I am a back row ho. I enjoy back rows. more than front rows.
I love the front row because of how long I've played No Limits for. It just makes you feel
Yeah, but
like I'm
there's
on my camera.
there's some back rows that like.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like
there are.
Smiler. It's not great on the back row. like
Yeah.
uh, any Intamin like launch coaster.
Colossus back row. Ugh.
Oh,
Like
I had
yeah.
that pain the other day.
Colossus front row, so you can just put your knees out in the air and not against someone's neck.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
yeah,
Yeah. No.
Meanwhile, Voyage was definitely better in the back row for me.
Right.
yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
Mike from the party said, "If you were a billionaire and were allowed to buy one
Ooh.
UK theme park, which would you pick and what would you change?"
Oh my god,
I've
that's
been
a
thinking
loaded
about this.
question.
Oh,
I've
that's
been
a
thinking
very
about this
loaded
one,
question.
and
Immediately.
I've got an answer.
So
I know.
just to preface this, we'll probably do an episode on this kind of subject at some point. So let's
It's a
not go.
great
Yeah.
question. That is a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
question.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really enjoy that.
The park I would buy is Lightwater Valley if we're going UK because I don't know if like people that have been, the land that park has is
Yeah.
fucking substantial and
Yep.
it's good
Yeah.
land. Like they've got a big fuck off lake and there's so much greenery in that park. I would buy that park and I would turn it back into a thrill park.
You
Mm.
turn it into Energylandia.
Just bring it back to what it was in its heyday. Because as a kid,
Yeah.
Lightwater Valley was sick.
It's
They had
intense.
so many good rides, and I miss it because that is like an integral part of my childhood. Going to Lightwater Valley
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
year.
You had to
and
hype
they-
yourself up for the ultimate when you was a kid. Like that's a big
Scared
ride.
the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
It was like scared the shit out of me as an adult.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the park I'd buy because they have a lot of space to do a lot of stuff with.
I've got one
Um,
that'll be very quick.
Mm.
London Resort and actually get it fucking built.
Hey! Need to be a trillionaire for that, bro. Unfortunately.
I would probably. I don't know. It's a hard one. I'd probably go for Thorpe which is a weird one because they just seem to have the least planning restriction. Like they seem to have the most easiest planning restrictions.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's exactly the one I was gonna. That's the one I was gonna choose for that reason. And I have a very specific way that I would just basically just overhaul that entire park. To be honest.
Flatten most of it.
Which we can get into if we happen to do an episode on
I'd
that.
literally
go for
flatten
hours
most
on
of
that
it.
I have a lot of very specific changes that I would make to Thought.
Yeah. Alton Towers for me. Put in that Cross Valley Woody. Let's do it.
You'd never be allowed.
Make it happen.
That's why
I'm a billionaire and I live in Farley. I'm gonna make it
Alton
happen.
Towers I'm a billionaire that lives in Farley.
I'm not.
I would love to buy. I'd love to buy towers and do what I want with it, but also it's just like you can't do much. Like
you can.
So many trees are like protected. Like so many trees that you can't even get. You know, I can't get rid of them.
Just wait for the storms, bro. Just wait for the storms.
We got rid of one this year.
Rest in peace,
But they're just. I think for me, towers. It's like even just having to look after the towers.
Towers is the last one I would choose, honestly.
The towers.
That's why I choose it.
Yeah.
That's because
I could be asked negotiating the landscape in towers. I'll be like,
you wouldn't. You'd just say, "I want this, make it happen, do it," and then you'd employ people to do all the designing for you. But it's because you're a billionaire. Remember, I remember that.
That billion's going along very fast.
Yeah, it is. But it's I would we need to do an episode on it because I've got some ideas for towers. But
has everyone gone?
My God, I am hot as balls, man.
James, did you choose? Did you choose one?
London Resort.
Oh yeah, London.
All right,
RCT Limit said missed last week's episode, but looking to make some new friends in the community. What events are best for someone that it doesn't know anyone else? I'd say most events. To be honest, most events. Attraction Source seemed to be like a really good one. When they do the Towers Times one as well, the same people.
Your experience guide,
Pleasure
Beach experience. You know. I just genuinely even get on the Blackpool, what's it called?
Fan
club. I think that would be a great way as well.
It would be good. I don't know. I think you'd need if you're really looking to make connections, you kind of need something that goes over an entire day.
I suppose.
Where you're forced to
you need that time to mingle, don't you?
Rather
you need
than
to have
that's true.
Forced to mingle. Obviously, be chatting to people on Twitter. Most people, you can say I'm going to this event by myself, and someone will come and if someone's on Twitter, they'll be like, yeah, I'll meet up with you. I'd say just do that really. ECC.
I've met so many people.
Go to an ECC event and maybe do one that's like in a European, like go to Europe because there's so many more people. People do go by themselves. A lot of people go by themselves.
Yeah,
people do want to just like make friends. So I'd say you kind of can't force yourself into that situation where you have to like talk to people sometimes. And I think that'd be a really good one to do.
Well, legitimately as well. Our chat room we run every Wednesday on YouTube. Like people in the chat. All these people are friends. Like everybody knows them. It's a lovely place to hang out in. So
shout out to the lurkers.
Yeah. Lurkers.
We love you.
Yeah. So Costa Claire said, I'm ashamed to ask, but who is Patch?
Claire!
Oh my God. Oh no, she didn't get it. Of course, that's Patch. Oh, that was bad.
That was a close one. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Emma, that was a proper mum voice then.
Yeah.
Don't make me come out with the mum voice because I swear it's over for you bitches when I go into mum voice. I'm telling you.
If you can, Gecko Gamer asked if you can magically relocate any park into your hometown, which one would you want at your hometown?
I need you Landia because then you never get bored.
Any park in the world?
Fantasyland.
Islands.
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 Islands. Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah. Bring
Mountain.
I mean, Fantasyland is an easy option as well, but like islands.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm too like realistic, and I just think if I relocated it to the UK, would it just like lose all its? I don't know, would it be one like a UK?
I mean, if they could relocate to the UK, that'd be great because I ain't getting on a plane for like 10 hours, so you make my life a lot easier.
Well, like, okay, I don't live in my hometown anymore. Can I say if any park I can relocate to Vancouver?
Yeah.
Have it where
Yeah.
you want, mate.
That's where you live.
Leeds, Manchester, Vancouver, wherever you want it, mate.
I mean, I don't live in my
Bring
hometown, but Drayton Manor's already there, so you know.
Yeah,
So exactly, what would you relocate there?
I love.
I'm bringing
Fantasyland
islands
any day.
or I'm bringing Silver Dollar City to the mountains over here, and sticking it like
Oh.
taking it out of the Ozark Mountains and sticking it in the mountains up here.
It just
Wow.
rain all the time.
So I have it like an hour drive away.
Islands for me. Islands for me. Definitely.
Okay, so Kira is saying, when it comes to late night Halloween events, do you prioritize night rides or scare mazes?
Night rides.
Scare mazes.
Not right.
Scare mazes.
no,
I
that's
do
all.
multiple trips. So if
yeah,
I'm
that's
doing,
what I do.
Yeah.
If I'm
That
doing
too,
a scare
yeah.
event, like I'm doing Scarefest, I'll stay over, and the night before I will do rides. The night after I will do the scare mazes.
Thing
And
is,
then-
Scarefest, you don't have to do them at night, so you can do them at night.
You don't.
Yeah, that's
no,
what I
you're
do.
right.
I
Depending
do.
on
You don't.
Mm.
the
Do them first thing when
attractions,
there's no queue.
That's true.
get all of the scare mazes that are indoors over and done with during
Yeah,
the day.
for sure. Yeah.
Loads of time for night rides, and then if there's like a maze that is primarily outdoors, get
It
that
made
one
me laugh.
just
So, it
after
like
it's
makes
gone
me
dark.
laugh every year because people.
Everyone
like,
waits till
every-
night time, and it's
But
like, it's
everyone
indoors.
moans. Everyone sends pictures on Twitter of Thorpe's queues, which are ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, they're absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I think Creek Freak's queue went all the way down to like KFC at one point at one year.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Wow.
but
Oh
if
my
you
God.
do it in the daytime, it's
There's
you literally
nothing.
walk into
The
the
same.
maze. It's inside. There was no point doing it at night. Like,
Yeah.
what are you
anything,
doing?
Yeah.
You get a better experience as well because you're not accustomed to darkness
The
when
darkness,
you
so
go
it's
into the
everything's
maze.
darker, yeah.
So when you go
Also-
in,
Oh
everything
shit!
seems
That's why
super dark.
Mine Tours felt dark for me when we did it.
I told
that
you
makes
this.
Sense. You did.
Like
say
you're
that,
doing
yeah.
during the day, because whenever I've done Scarefest, I will go at like the first available slot that I can. And 9 times out of 10, when me and Carl have been, we've done the mazes on our own
Mm.
because everyone's waiting till the night time. It's like it's the same thing. It's insane.
Yeah.
So you
I
get a
love
better
the attic
experience
during the
because
day.
you've not got massive groups of people.
Like,
Yeah,
if it's
that's
your,
true.
if it's your, if it's your first, I'd say if it's your first experience at Scarefest, then there is something to be said about queuing up for a scare maze in the dark around the
Yeah.
towers.
Yeah.
There is a
Definitely.
Well,
There
it's
are-
It is quite
yeah,
eerie.
it's very
at
it's
times.
very
amazing.
eerie. I've got some great memories of the first time doing the mazes. I'm just
Yeah.
you know they have pumping the smoke out in the
Yeah.
courtyard and stuff. Like it is
Yeah.
cool. It's something. If it is your first time, then maybe do that. But you know, I don't know. But then it's like you could do both in one day. You could do your
Yeah.
mazes and then night rides, and it's great. So I don't know. There we go.
I mean,
When
I bought
is-
tickets. I bought
Yeah.
tickets for a scare maze before
Oof.
and then not even gone to it. I've just gone to like Red Smiler at night instead, like because I've already done the maze. Like,
But
you
I've
know,
already
maybe a
done
week.
these. I've already done these rides like so many times. and,
Yeah.
like, so many times.
Yeah.
So like, and
Yeah.
there's only a limited time that you have the mazes. So I
That's
I
true.
love a maze. Like
Yeah.
I do. And I've done it before where I've done Darkest Depths like multiple times in a day. So you've gone dark.
Darkest depth, and then light goes off.
James, shout out to James, legend. When
Ah,
is the next theme park event? PS, love you guys, love you too. It will be. I mean, I don't want to upset anyone here in case I don't realise a big event going on. But I'd say for me personally, in the UK, theme park event wise, I'm looking forward to the Towers Times summer event. That's going to be good. It was really good last year. John Burton and Bianca are doing talks, and yeah, multiple things. For
I heard that Matt's really looking forward to that event.
Oh.
Moving on.
Moving
Oh,
on.
oh God, Emma, you are so bad.
Get the spray bottle out.
No, not that. I'm just clicking comments to like move on now. Follow-up questions. Who wants to chaperone me through Scarefest because I'm too scared to go on? We'll get you
We
through
will.
it.
You can do it, Kira.
It's good. It's good.
Okay,
Um,
I can't remember who asked it, but someone asked if you have to reimagine Carnival Festival, what would you change? Because like I've seen a few people like recently talking about how bad Carnival Festival apparently is at F-telling. I think.
Oh,
Is that something that you know much about, Sean?
I'll
No,
give my
no
opinion in August when I ride it.
like it's just like it's bad. You know what I mean? It's just stereotypical like portrayals of different countries and ethnicities. It's just
It was Gecko Gamer. That was
yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for it.
But
yeah, I know
where is
nothing
it?
about that ride, but I've seen a few people recently say like it's their least favorite dark ride, or
it's just
whatever
like
it
it's just
is.
everything. It's like the sound as well, and the sound because it's basically it's a small world. Like it's their version of It's a Small World, but it's just pretty racist. Like nothing else to say about it really.
Fair enough.
It does. It needs to go. And
yeah,
I think it will.
and get it the fuck out of here. Then.
I think it will go because they had the Monsieur Cannonball ride, and that's gone now, and that was like incredibly.
Oh, there's a question.
Yeah,
Any chance of a Chain Dogs event?
maybe watch this space. Watch this
Can
space.
we hit that with a please stand by?
Could be something coming. Could be something.
Stand
coming.
by for further announcements. Maybe.
And on that bombshell.
Bombshell.
It is. It's an
what
hour
one?
and a half. We should
Yeah,
wrap up.
We
Go
need
on
to
more?
wrap up. No, we're
I'll
good.
take them.
I can't see any more. Yeah, so there we go. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I won't be back next week. Nor will James.
We're sliding in
James,
mud.
you won't be here, will you?
I will. I'll just be tired.
Okay, so you'll be back. I won't be here. I'll be at Glastonbury.
Ooh,
So
sorry.
freshly
So,
back
yeah.
from Fantasyland. So
Sazard. Sorry.
just going to Glasgow. you
So many
know.
Just go to
throwbacks on this
Glasgow
episode.
on my gap year. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Most of us will see you next week. See you later. Have a great week. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.